Hey there Trekkies, my name is Michael aka the TrekLad and welcome back to my channel for this very kind of quick, casual, impromptu video that I just wanted to use to share my thoughts of on Discovery's third season opener, That Hope Is You. Now, if you tuned into my live stream last week, you would know that I'm planning on reviewing all Discovery episodes, as I am planning on reviewing all Star Trek episodes, and more on that coming soon, but I won't be doing in-depth Discovery reviews week by week. I'm going to save those for the live stream videos, which hopefully you are also enjoying. But I feel like it would be a waste right now if I didn't talk about my initial thoughts and feelings away from the live stream. So last week's episode was an interesting one. Would I say it was perfect? I would absolutely not. I feel like there are still some classic Discovery hallmarks that I'm not a huge fan of, and I will quickly go into those in a second. But for the most part, I'm quite excited about what we got in this episode. Visually, absolutely gorgeous, but then again, Discovery has given us absolutely gorgeous episodes from its very first episode. So that is to kind of be expected. But it's still nice when you see Star Trek Productions giving you, movie level production value on TV. It's still awesome to see, and this episode I think kind of dialed it up a little bit more. Some absolutely fantastic on location shooting in Iceland. I think it was in Iceland anyway. It looked absolutely great. But yeah, the actual story itself, now if you know me, you know that Discovery isn't my favorite show of all time. That's just what it is. I still don't know why Discovery is in the future, because they had actually, they'd neutralized control before they entered the wormhole. It had been done, control had been neutralized, but I guess they still had to protect the data. Whatever, they're there, it doesn't matter, they're in the future now. I think that was the showrunners desires and designs to get us into a new era, new chapter, where they could basically tell their stories and they wouldn't have to worry about messing around with established canon and stuff like that. So I can kind of forgive that. It's totally fine. With regards to Burnham's performance in this, I think that it's one of Sonequa Martin Green's best in this episode. I still have some issues with the character. She's still, I guess, everything kind of centers around her a little bit too much, and I would like to see a little bit more balance. But from what I've seen, it looks like we might get that in season 3. We might get some better balance anyway. At the end of the day, Michael Burnham and Sonequa Martin Green is, she is the franchise player for Star Trek, and the sooner we all understand that and get on board with it, I think the easier this whole thing will be. I really liked the introduction of Book. I think that he was absolutely fantastic. David Ajala, finally bringing that character to life, and isn't he a hunky man. Very, very good character, good chemistry straight off the bat. I really liked what they did with Burnham with regards to the way she was reacting to being in this new time. Some would say that she was showing too many emotions, but at the end of the day, if you've just flown 900 years into the future and everybody that you know and loved is dead, and the future's not looking great, you'd probably go through quite a lot of emotions too. The scene where she is drugged was on first viewing quite funny. Unfortunately, it's kind of worn off a little bit on repeat viewings. It's still fine. I think it's highlighting Sonequa Martin Green's fantastic acting range, but we know she's got acting range anyway. Potentially, hopefully, this maybe sets us up for some nice broad balanced of emotions that we're going to get from that character going forward. What didn't I like about the episode? I didn't like the show's Discovery's always been what I've considered it to be quite a cruel show. Kind of shoot first, ask questions later. It never kind of feels particularly Starfleety to kind of shoot and have that attitude. And there were a number of sequences, mainly in the sequence when they're running away from what we perceive to be the antagonist of the episode, although it's never really made quite clear that they are antagonists. It's just they are chasing Burnham and Book, and Burnham and Book are more than happy to disintegrate or vaporize these foes. And there's no reaction really from Burnham as to, oh my god, I'm killing creatures at the moment. And particularly kind of accented by the fact that, or punctuated by the fact that when this worm appears and devours two of the characters that I thought were quite, not particularly villainous, but more just comic relief, devoured them on screen, it was quite gruesome. And the fact that Burnham kind of just went, really doesn't help when you have a character that is perceived to not be liked by certain members of the viewer base. But nevertheless, as I said, it was a decent first episode. I think it introduced the new world quite well. Some good direction, some absolutely fantastic shoot work. Looked absolutely brilliant. Really nice. Really good production value. I've been excited about Discovery before. I remember getting excited with season 2, and I was ultimately disappointed with what we got in the end. Discovery is a serialized show, so I'm going to have to judge it after I've seen more than just one episode, and probably will judge it after I've seen all of the episodes that this season has to offer. One more thing before I do go, just because I don't want to forget it, is I feel like the episode was strongest with the scenes that bookended the episode. The footage of the lonely kind of lighthouseman, so to speak, on the derelict Starfleet or Federation ship who's waiting for hope. Absolutely fantastic. I don't know the name of the actor off the top of my head. Should have researched, but like I said, I'm recording this just straight off on the fly. I think they were fantastic scenes, and really that's the kind of material that we want from Star Trek. And I feel that if the show can avoid Universal Armageddon and giant stakes and instead focus on giving us building universe, building stuff up, giving us hope and bringing peace to the galaxy, that kind of stuff is what I want from my Star Trek. And if Discovery Season 3 can do that, I think we're in for a mostly good ride. I'm going to give That Hope Is You 3 Starfleet Deltas out of 5. And bring on episode 2. What did you think of this first episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, like this video and subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next video. Live long and prosper.